All right, hello everybody, welcome. Couple different sort of things going here. I've got a little reading to do, it's very short, and then we're going to listen to a band I've never heard of and a song I've never heard at all. It's a 10-minute song, so I want to get to it. This is like early 70s rock, I think, from what I read just then. It's a band called Odin. My reading will be from, I don't know how well this shows up on camera, but it's a book called You Can't Eat Rock and Roll by Scott Lewis Bailey, The Metaphysics of a Music That Changed a Generation Forever. So it's a lot of philosophy and rock and roll mixed up. So here's a short, I know this is out of context, but here's a little bit of reading from that. We know that any discipline other than self-discipline can get very ugly. And the same is true of education. Anything other than self-education is a parody and an embarrassment of itself. Since learning can be painful, especially when we are younger, it takes on a forbidden flavor, as when Adam and Eve overstepped their bounds of what they were supposed to know. Leeks in the Garden of Eden. The child says, "How did you do that?" Because he knows already that education is power. Speaking of education, let's educate ourselves on this music. Let's go. Maybe you need to adjust your volume. Okay, sorry to stop it already. Wow, that got really proggy and jazzy. I thought this was going to be like kind of more like Cactus kind of music, like rock and roll, just pure rock and roll. Not with that part.
Now's the time to stop pretending. One life starts, another's ending. Circles with the circles spinning. No one's losing, no one's winning. We're all part of something bigger. Only all you
very expressive music. I'm liking it. It's kind of, I'm very pleasantly surprised so far. I'd say the vocals there might have been the weakest part so far, and those weren't bad. But this is like an exact combination of prog and rock, and it's kind of cool. That I bet maybe nobody listening to this has ever even heard of this band. Weird, huh? 1972. Reminded me just then of is Vandergraaf Generator. Great band, by the way. Huh?
Now's the time to stop pretending. One life starts, another's ending. Circles with the circles spinning. No one's losing, no one's winning. Time rolls on with love without you. Use it if you find you can do. The past is gone, the present happening. Today won't be around again. Life is only all you can do during the time. Live while you can. Keep your mind on what you decide is right for you. Don't wait too
Cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1972. What a year for music, man. I love all the variety and expression here. This is really good. Why have we never heard of them? What was going on in the 80s? There's some good stuff coming out in the 80s, but man, wonder why these guys never got any attention. Or did they? And I'm just, ignorant. I don't know. This song is making me think of a supporter of this channel that goes by the name of Jack O'Reno. Jack O'Reno had a good idea of kind of doing a weekly prog song. This is kind of a mix of prog and rock and everything, but doing this kind of obscure kind of songs off of albums and bands we don't really know. I like that idea. Jack O'Reno, great idea. I think maybe we're doing it right now. Hammond organ, right? The bass is great too.
Now's the time to stop pretending. One life starts, another's ending. Circles with circles spinning. No one's losing, no one's winning. We rode hard as South began. It's broken and it's not vegan. Make you go, keep moving. Don't lose sight of what you're doing. Life is only all you can do during your time. Live while you can. Keep your mind on what you decide is right for you. Don't wait too
All right, definitely can't do the whole album, but we're gonna stop there. That's the end of the first song by Odin. Outstanding. I really enjoyed that. Did you guys like that? I bet, most of you have never heard of it, and I'm guessing most of the people who are subscribed to this channel won't listen to this. They, probably just listen to the bands that they already know. But let's not always do that. I tend to do that. I've been listening to a lot of Yes. I've been working on listening to the Rush anthology since my school year ended 2 weeks ago. But it's really important as intellectual beings that we try new things, be it food or books or music or whatever. So I don't know, this was new and I was very much pleasantly surprised. I thought this was going to be middle of the road, and I really have no issue with this music. I said the vocals I said weren't quite as strong. That doesn't mean I think they were weak. I think they were totally fine. I could hear a little bit of some Sabbath influence, but like I said, Vandergraaf Generator comes to mind. 1972, it makes total sense. You're doing rock. Think about what like Led Zeppelin's doing in 1972. And then think about all the prog movement hitting hard and they're 73, 74, 75, 76. It makes sense that there's kind of a blend of that. I really enjoyed that. Again, I know most people aren't even going to watch this video. I don't care. And it matches with my reading quite well as far as time frame. Because most of the writing of this book that I keep talking about was from the early 70s. It continued into the 80s, but anyway, I love that. Thanks for sharing your time. What'd you all think? Middle of the road? Better? Outstanding? I'm giving it a strong 2 thumbs up. I like this stuff. Thanks for watching. Peace.